Hi, Tina here with Peace, Love, and Homeschool, and today I'm doing a collaboration on how to homeschool in This collaboration is by Ingrid from the Ingrid Chronicles. If you haven't checked out her channel, you should. If you haven't been there in a while because you thought she was gone, you should go check her out and see what's new. And there are a total of 16 other people, 16 total people doing this collab.
And the states we are covering are New Jersey, Illinois, Missouri, Texas, Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, Oregon, Tennessee, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, New York, Florida, Michigan, Missouri, and Kansas.
Everyone who's involved in this collab will be listed down below in the description box, so please check them out, especially if you live in and homeschool in one of their states, or if you are considering homeschooling in that state. Now, the state that I'm going to cover today is the state of Tennessee. That's where I currently lived. I lived in New Mexico before. That's where I first started homeschooling my daughter when, oh gosh, she's 26 years old now. Am I dating myself? Yes, she's 26. We started homeschooling her when she was 6, so 20 years ago. There's not too much to do as far as paperwork and everything. You don't have to have people coming into your home or anything like that. Non-intrusive at all. The most intrusive thing I found was that in certain grades, there are 3 certain grades that you need to test your child in, which we got around by, well, I'll let you know how we got around that. So let's start with age. What age does your child need to attend school? Once your child turns 6 to all the way to 18, your child must attend school in Tennessee. If you believe your child is not ready to attend school, you can apply to the principal in your district or to the school that your child would attend and get a deference for either 6 months or up to a year. Now, if your child is under 6 but has been enrolled in a school for up to 6 weeks, your child must continue going to school. Now, if your child is homeschooled under the 3 options that are available in Tennessee, then your child does not have to continue attending school past the age of 17. You have the option of graduating early if your child has received a diploma or is in a GED program or is past the age of schooling. So those are the compulsory ages and the exceptions for homeschooling or for schooling in Tennessee. Don't be afraid to homeschool your child. Don't be afraid to pull them out of public school if they're already in public school. Do what is best for your child. If your child is struggling or being bullied, please protect your child. Getting people involved, yes, that's all good, talking to the principal, but you are not there at the public school to protect your child. So do what you feel is best for your child so that they are protected. And don't worry about socialization. Honestly, socialization is so overrated, really. Your child will be socialized. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that. Say your child is in school and you want to disenroll them from school or withdraw them from school. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and follow the procedure, fill out the forms to withdraw your child from school. If you have any trouble, if they tell you you cannot withdraw your child during the school year, that is wrong information. You can contact one of the many organizations that will help you fight this. One of them that's just off the top of my head because they've been around the longest is HSLDA. There are others that will help you as well, and I will list them all down below in the description box. So the 3 different ways to legally homeschool your child are: number 1, independent homeschool; number 2 is church-related school; and number 3 is like an online or distance education. Any kind of accredited learning school that you can enroll online and send your child to school that way. So for the independent homeschooler, you must have your high school diploma or GED to homeschool your child. Once that is taken care of, then you submit your notice of intent. So you submit this notice of intent to the local superintendent of the schools, or it's also called the local education agency, or your LEA is what you can call it. You just submit this form. Now, when you fill out this form, you need to make sure you only submit what is required for your state. So you need to read the law very carefully and only submit that information. Do not give more information than is necessary, even if it is on the form. On this form, you must include names, numbers, ages, and grade levels of the children you're going to homeschool. You also must include the location of your school, the curriculum that you're going to be using to teach your children, but no specific subjects are required for that. The proposed hours of instruction, which are 4 hours a day, and your level of education qualification, which would be your high school diploma or your GED. The Notice of Intent form is on the Department of Education of Tennessee website. I will have that link for you down below. So the next thing you need is to submit your proof of immunization. If you are anti-vax or for whatever reason, they accept religious exemption and medical, and that must be attached with your notice of intent to homeschool. You must homeschool 4 hours a day for 180 days. You must also keep track of your child's attendance. There's an attendance form that you can fill out that is also on the website that I will list right down below here. It is due at the end of your homeschool year, so make sure you keep track of that every day. Just mark the days that you've homeschooled and the 4 hours in each box that you've done what you are required to do. I think I mentioned testing before. The grades that you test if you are an independent homeschooler are grades 5, 7, and 9. Now, the thing I hate about Tennessee is if your child is 6 to 9 months behind in testing, they will bring a teacher alongside you to do remedial courses, which to me, that is just ridiculous because everybody in homeschool-wise teaches their children differently. We don't keep up with the same schedule as the public school. So this is absolutely ludicrous to me. And that's why some people use a different method of legally homeschooling their child. And I really hate that because I want to be an independent homeschooler. We have fought for the right to be an independent homeschooler, and I don't want to go to a church-related school or something like that to homeschool my child. I want to be a normal homeschool family with my right, using my God-given rights to teach my child. Additionally, if your child is more than a year behind, they could require you to put your child in public, private, or church-related school. I feel like these stipulations here are taking the power away from the parent. I may choose, I have a better late than early philosophy on my homeschooling. So my son is not where a normal 10th grader would be. We don't keep track of grades like that. We just go on to the next thing when we're ready for it. And he'll get there when he gets there. And it's not because he's slow or learning disabled or anything like that, but it's just how we chose to approach school for him. Also, if your child is learning disabled, this does not apply. So the ways I worked around the testing is I ended up doing what I didn't want to do, and I used a church-related school. I found a church-related school that does not require testing, that understands that we're at where we're at because that's where we want to be. The steps for enrolling in a church-related school are you need to find a church-related school that works for you, and you fill out the form and you pay the money. They do not tell you what to teach your child. You choose your curriculum. You choose what you want to teach. The 2 church-related schools I've used, I did have to submit the curriculum we were going to teach each semester. So, you just teach, you inform them of that, and then you give them the grade at the end of the semester. That's pretty much it. Very easy. They don't try to control you in any way there. You also must submit your proof of immunization to a church-related school. I want to say that the one we're using now did not require us to submit vaccinations. I'm not positive, but I will list, I know of at least 4 church-related schools that people really like in the state of Tennessee. I'm with a newer one, but I'm telling you, I'm loving this church-related school, which is, I use Aaliyah Academy. I believe that church-related schools that do require your proof of immunization also will allow you to file those exemptions as well. And third, you must comply with the policies of the church-related school. So whatever their policies are, you need to adhere to. So just make sure you know and are aware and are in agreement with the policies of the church-related school. I do think church-related school is a good option so that you don't have so much government control in your school. But at the same time, I really want to be an independent homeschooler. So I know people in Tennessee who were, and even in Georgia, who were like the pioneers of homeschooling, and they fought really hard and they broke laws to get homeschooling legalized. And I want to continue that because I'm a believer of you use it or you lose it. And then the third way of legally homeschooling in Tennessee is by using an accredited, like a distance education program. I can't think of any names right now of the different schools, but they've got to be accredited. And there's a whole list of names, which I will also list down below in the description box, so that you're aware of the accreditations that you're looking for. You also must keep attendance and report that to the superintendent in the district that you live in. So you're still reporting to your district your attendance for your child. So that is all I can think of for what you need to do to homeschool in the state of Tennessee. I hope it has been helpful in some way. Again, I want to just stress to you, if you feel convicted to pull your child out of school, out of a public school setting, for whatever reason you need to pull them out, do it. Don't hesitate. I did wait, and I let my daughter go to kindergarten at a private school, which wasn't so bad. But then we moved to a different city in the same state in New Mexico at the time. And my daughter didn't do well in first grade there. And she went from being teacher's pet, hugging teacher all day long, all the little girls hugging teacher all day long. There was only like 10 kids in the class, to this classroom where it was an older teacher, first time, just got degreed to teach, first job out of college teaching. She wouldn't let the little girls hug her. The class was like 20 some students, and the lady had no control over these students. And I don't blame the principal for trying to help her along, and it's her first job, but I wasn't going to let that happen with my kid. I wasn't going to let my kid be the one hurting every day because of this teacher. She would call me and tell me that my daughter was sobbing under the desk. That told me my daughter needed to come home and be with me, so I pulled her from school. I was in college at the time as well. That made it so difficult, but I had to put my daughter first because I could not have her crying every day. We made her wait 6 weeks too long because I thought she would adjust. I thought she just needed time. The teacher wasn't mean or anything, but it was out of control and it overwhelmed my daughter. So please don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. If you are afraid, contact me. I will leave all my contact information down below in the description box if you need help. And maybe we can figure something out for your child that will work. Do what you need to do to protect your child and to help your child have a positive learning experience. You really do not want your child to equate learning with negativity. You really need them to have this positive experience with learning so that they'll always want to learn and that we'll be a good student and will succeed in the future. And it probably feels like I'm reiterating too much, but I just can't tell you. It's harder to undo the damage than to prevent the damage altogether in the first place. Pray a lot and do what God has asked you to do for your situation. Okay, so it's been a minute since I have done a video, so I don't even remember how I say goodbye, but I am hoping to be back on a regular basis now. Just life got in the way and made everything hard. I'm still struggling through trying to find that normal ground, some kind of normalcy that works for our family. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go watch everyone else's videos. Support them for me, please. I would appreciate it so much. You may find out homeschooling in your state wasn't half as bad as you thought it was going to be, you know. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for pulling this together. This has been fun. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to stick around, don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below and be sure to ring the little bell so you don't miss any videos. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.